Hello everybody and welcome to another Pretty Good Gaming live stream. My name's Gareth Evans, I'm joined by Jay Klukowski, Michael Williams, and today we're playing Thrones of Britannia, and also in an hour's time we'll be checking out the new hot off the press trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2, which apparently is coming. So that's super exciting. It's going to be an interesting stream. And following on from the previous stream where we were playing as Gwynedd, correct?
Yeah.
We're going for a different tack this time.
Yep.
Jake's in the commander seat,
That's right.
and we are the War Council. I don't know what roles have we assigned roles for us yet.
I
reckon,
king,
I reckon
not
right
king,
ear,
not
left
king.
ear.
That's all that's important, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah, the king. So yeah, we were playing as the Welsh last time, which have like if you can. So are we in a game yet, Mike?
You love doing that, don't you?
All right, okay. So as you can see, thanks, Mike. As you can see, there's a hard initial starting challenge for the Welsh, and Mike was playing it on very hard difficulty, and his challenge was just secure. Oh wait, is that? Yeah. Okay.
Secure home.
This time we're playing as Dublin, who are not as hard, and they have lots of wars at the beginning. Also, we have the Isle of Man, which I guess is like the main little hub. If anyone wants to do any sea battles, really, you got to go through this. So it's good. It's a good, nice initial starting asset to have. And the differences that we'll see this time, if you watch the last stream, is you've got lots of other cool new features like tribute instead of heroism, expedition, and of course slavery. So the construction costs also reduced for Vikings, as well as having really good axemen, because berserkers and stuff. If you've seen the show Vikings. Okay, so let's get looking at these victory conditions. Short conquest victory, control 40 settlements. Is this quite similar to Wales, just controlling stuff? And
Pretty much.
Yeah,
exactly the same. 256 fame for the short victory, 40
the
settlements.
numbers are the same even.
Yeah, look at this one, 10 ports. It's quite an easy one.
An
an island, because you're an island, so you've got lots of port towns, so you can just go around the island doing that. So we're not going to do any of them though, because it's going to be too short a game. But yeah, are we ready?
We are ready.
Okay, let's go.
Let's jump in.
Barber. Now I haven't seen any of this because all I've done is play as Gwynedd. So these cutscenes and whatnot.
Yeah,
Be new to
sure
this,
thing.
so that's exciting.
While we're going through that, thanks everybody for joining us on the chat and for the second in a row Total War stream. So Bolo Jim, Cheese Poo, rest in peace, DIMV, Malero, Maheo Mac. I'm taking that some Spanish or something. OG Snoodlin. Cheese. I've already said cheese.
Spanish or something.
It's
Valio Mac. I'm going to call my first stack Valio Mac.
Blue Square. I don't know if I said you. Kanga. I am the real Mike. He's obviously not the real Mike because the real Mike is sat right next to me.
I am the real Mike Williams.
Matt Rutland and everybody else. So hello boys, nice to see you. Jake says Bowler Tim. I hope your new mini Jake is good and healthy. By mini Jake, I mean baby Jake, not his.
I see.
It would be troubling if you did have a new mini Jake, but he was obviously referring to
I've been recovering
baby
from
Jake.
surgery.
Just say baby Jake. That's the safest way.
Fine. Thanks very much.
Roed with the 2 bits. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate all the bits you're throwing at us.
Cheers for the bits. So
Ragnar.
yeah, everything's good. Thanks to everybody saying hello and welcome back. You obviously missed last stream where me and Mike also played this game, but Mike was in charge this time.
Let's get the headlines out of the way first.
This time,
Jake's in charge this time.
This time it's me, but I'm very much not, because I'll be listening to. I'll just be asking these guys if everything I'm doing is okay. This woman, I don't like her very much. She's just quite annoying.
Very familiar sounding voice.
Yeah.
It's what's her face?
What's the face?
She's been in stuff. She's been in a lot of stuff. Harry Potter. Sounds like her anyway.
Is it Zoe whatever? She's a Quidditch teacher from Harry Potter 1.
That's right.
And she's in My Family.
If it's not her, it's she could get work impersonating her.
There you go. So this is the Isle of Man, right? Is it Isle of Man you said?
Yeah.
That's the Isle of Man there, yeah.
It seems like a good springboard to make attacks from, really.
It's like having a giant aircraft carrier
Here's
in the Dark Ages.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll have a little look. So mission issued. We need to internally stabilize by killing the rebels first.
Classic Viking problem, that.
Internal stability.
Lacking internal stability.
Your people are happy and eager to join your armies. So that's what I want. And 50% unit replenishment on all armies if I get rid of these rebels. So that's a good starting thing. Let me just show you the main place. This is Dublin, as you know it today. This is what we got going for us. We've got a long fort, Viking port. This is the thrall trader. Wicked. This basically, you see up here, we've got these slaves.
Wicked.
They're +1 for all regions, public order, and you get money. But if you want to get more money, like per turn, you just upgrade your slave port. That's all you do. There's no economy with the slaves. You can't like hold auctions and change stuff like that. It's genuinely down to this thing here, the thrall trader. Also, we've got our minor settlements here. A lot of Gabba, which is like got a bit of a pasture and a mine in this area here, whatever. So I'll just take you to my other place over here. This is what's going on over here. Nothing on here. Nothing. No one bothering around here. I haven't got a stack on here. I haven't got anything in there.
It's quite safe, that area, right?
Yeah, maybe I could raise an army there in a bit, and then we will move them out. But in the meantime, let's look at these guys. The Guinness logo is their thing. The harp. They're going to be...
also known as just a harp.
Yeah. That's
the Guinness logo.
So let's just have a look at the infantry, see what's different in the Welsh. You guys just tell me when you notice any changes.
Yeah.
This is the first time you guys have seen
higher
this.
numbers to begin with,
right,
but
so
I don't know if that's because of...
This is my boy, Barder. Yeah, Barder.
You've got upgrade options immediately there. You've got little yellow
Uh-huh.
ticks on your... If you left click on that,
Uh-huh.
you've got an upgrade option already. So you've got, like, go down one.
Be the middle one, yeah.
Yeah, upgrade. So you can upgrade armor and...
Yeah, straight
So
away.
that's pretty cool. So, yeah.
From the beginning, yeah. So I got swords, Levi spearmen, axemen, fighters, archers, and javelin men. These guys are pretty good. I quite like them.
Javelins, yeah, low range, but pretty high damage.
Yeah, we got the archers, like I'm saying. The fighters, I think we should do these up a bit.
Well...
Or just, I'll tell you what, let's leave that for now. Right, what we call the stat boys, or girls, in the chat.
Anyone
Anyone
want to
swords
name...
is pretty lame.
Yeah, anyone want to name this army? And we will, any suggestions, throw them in a chat. And
in the meantime,
the best one, we will win.
I think I should bother up.
I am the real Mike 100 Bits. You replaced me with Android. And this is all I have left. Don't know what you're talking about there, to be honest.
You replaced me with Android. That's not a kind of mistake that the real Mike Williams would make.
No, exactly. That's just programming.
That's
just really poor.
Yeah.
Really poor. Yeah, someone's asking what's the difference between this and the Civ series, so the Solo Team. Well, it looks kind of similar on the campaign map, yeah, because you've got a turn-based strategy game. However, you don't get the real-time battles in Civ.
No.
And that is a big
and
difference.
Civ is also hex-based, which is this is not, which means they're tile-based. Sorry. Civ is like there are set places you can move. In this, you can click anywhere within like a millimeter on the map, and it will go to a different place.
And Civ tends to range a whole load of the time span in Civ tends to be from the very beginning of time right to up until like modern and into the future.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a very specific set timeline in these games.
The only time it's ever kind of crossed over is with big expansions in Shogun. So you had like different periods. So you had the game that was set in like medieval Japan, and then you had a DLC that brought in like proper imperialist kind of rifles and stuff like that. And it, but that's as far as it goes. So
the Scallywags one was the suggestion by Rust in Peace, 5150.
Yeah, the Scallywags is what we've gone with. I can see we're up against young Neil. He's only 20 years of age. He's got quite a good beard for a 20-year-old.
This is quite an important part of the process, right? Is assessing the enemy and what units they've got and how you can match yours against theirs to kind of take them down easier, I guess. Going in without assessing the enemy is like a recipe for disaster.
It looks like they don't have anyone with decent range. Well, I've got one ranged unit, so that could be quite useful. They have to look at the fucking state of this guy's cavalry though. But don't worry, because I've got lots of shields. So should we have a little look at?
We've got one spear unit, which is a bit.
You're gonna have to save that for his
all of his
top boss, because he's got two cavalry units. One's like elite, like 3 rank, I think. So Rain, basically, because I've got range and he doesn't, I'm going to benefit greatly from a dry condition, right? Raining will give him a bit of an advantage. so we want it
Taking
as
the gamble
dry as
there,
possible,
and it's worked.
and then that'll give me advice. What I'm actually doing here, guys, is disguised as a confident war plan. Is I'm just checking with these two that what I'm saying makes sense, and then if they go, oh, actually no, I'm taking notes mentally. So it's good that I can play with two experienced Total War players. Because I don't do this very much, and
I mean, you played Total War though. You've played.
I played one game
Warhammer.
before, yeah, and I'm not bad at it. But
There you go. You've got experience.
Mike
You
told me-
got the T-shirt at Ajax.
I
didn't
did,
you?
yeah. I have two
You had to win a
t-shirts,
battle
actually.
at Ajax to get a T-shirt, and you did it. So
Might help me.
Don't-
It was a
don't-
Pyrrhic victory. I still remember that to this day. My first Total War battle, and Mike had to help me like Gandalf. Okay, so I've got my archers. I'm gonna put them at the front for now because then they can offer some squish damage.
He's got a lot of cavalry, remember? So if he charges right in the middle,
Yeah, okay.
but that's good. That's I generally tend to do that. I generally tend to put archers in the front because you can outrange.
Yeah,
them,
these skirmishers have got range as well, but not as much.
but not
So
good.
I think I'm going to keep these back for now.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I've got my what's this dude? Swords, axe. I think what I'll do is I'll keep my axeman in the middle. I've got spearmen on the flanks, and swords. But he's a stronger unit, so I've got stronger units on.
Can we zoom in and take a look at your units before we start?
Yeah,
Because
sure,
I haven't seen any of these.
Sure. Okay. So you notice how the
They're all blonde and got the Viking.
plaited beards, man.
There's a lot of repetition though. Look at that. There's like 6 or 7 guys looking exactly the same though.
yeah,
That's-
they're all
that's a bit
brothers.
Disappointing.
They've got their
brothers
shit.
and uncles.
Look, and there's another family of exactly the same people with hair right next to
Yeah,
them.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
look,
that's
they
one of
look
these
suspiciously
sort
like the Welsh.
He does.
yeah. Well, no, the
Harry
difference there
Enfield.
is that's a dark brown, whereas a lot of the Welsh ones have just got black hair.
True.
So you're totally different, mate. You don't know
What
you're
have we
talking about.
got archer wise? They're all different there. So Arthur Shelby, a beard.
Arthur Shelby.
Well,
I see.
They're
I see
kind
Arthur.
of got sit together. This is our.
Look at that, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a night and day difference, isn't there,
There we go.
with that group? They're
These
not
are our
scallywags then. They're
elite
proper
infantry.
organised, aren't they? Then?
So between these guys and our spears, I think that's our best hope against dealing with this
So
cavalry.
That's the one thing that you get with these games is that your general usually has like a top tier unit, right?
Uh-huh.
And in Warhammer, one thing they did that I really appreciated was they gave you like 2 or 3 elite units to begin with. So you'd get like a proper, like you'd get an eagle, or you'd get like a huge catapult or something like that right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
With your general, and that just gave you a little taste of what's waiting for you down the end of the upgrade tree type of thing. And that is one thing that's kind of missing in these more historical ones, but I guess it makes sense.
One thing I could do, believe that my when I try and move these all along a bit, can I just move them all by clicking on them? It'll move them all in formation. I hope. Oh fucking.
Nah, fucked you up.
Right. Okay. I can put my spearmen here in a minute. I'm going to move them to these trees because they're actually sound stupid, but they can snipe as long as they're not spotted. Right, no, I'm going to go.
Sniping javelin, man.
Yeah.
I reckon you've got a strong chance of winning. You've got really strong infantry.
Yeah.
Their cavalry are going to charge into you
just
and
have
get munched.
You just have to protect your flanks,
Get
essentially.
going.
Don't get them behind. If they don't go behind you, you're
Are you
fine.
Are you attacking them?
Let's see what happens. let me lock these in. Let me lock these in.
You want them flank ones facing the other way, mate.
Yeah, you're looking
I know,
back.
like an arrow shape. Right, okay. This is like.
You draw them out from left to right. There you go.
Wait. Like this. That's what you're telling me. Like this, yeah. Slanty like an arrow.
No, they were just facing backwards, dude.
No, like this. Like this.
I would, have them like that because he's got 3 sets of cavalry, right? Hasn't he? So
2.
2 sets of cavalry.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
But you haven't got any. So
No.
Yeah,
Right, let's just
yeah.
start it. Let's just start it.
Let's go. Hello to Rocktober, who's just arrived in
Hello.
the chat. How's it going? One Eagle, says OG Snoodlem.
one eagle. Yeah, you got like you got Phoenix in with like the elves
Yeah.
or something in Warhammer 2, and it just gave you a taste of things to come, and it was always like a really something you got to really look after early on in the game. So I probably would appreciate playing as Wales or something if you just got like 1 unit of longbows or something like that, or just something fun, something that you know that's your like ace in the hole kind of thing.
Okay.
Is the real Mike meme dead now?
They don't they don't
Says the real.
Says
the real-
I am the real Michael.
Well, you'd be fucked if
So they
screwed
don't
if it
seem
is.
to be coming towards me, so should I slowly just advance, I guess?
Do you know how to move them in formation?
I think
Hold spacebar now.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going in formation.
Otherwise, you can hold Control right and use the arrow keys, or
Yeah, well,
that's
you
one way.
can hold Alt and left click on them. This is the way I like to do it. Hold Alt, left click on them, and move it around.
and drag it.
Oh, you almost did it. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
but
just one
with
unit.
all of them selected.
Okay. That wasn't very good. Look now.
But that is kind of my preferred way of doing it, because you do get a lot of precision.
Yeah.
I see. Because I just like lock them into formation with this, and then that's not very good. They don't seem to be doing anything, these guys.
Yeah,
Which is quite
that's because they're not as suicidal as they normally would be on normal difficulty setting, because they'll just run at you.
No, on normal they didn't move for me either, but
Oh.
I just thought that it was shit AI. But then I thought maybe they're just drawing me out.
I mean, it's obviously if you're defending, you've got the advantage because you're using energy to get there. Your troops can get tired, so if you're defending, you don't have to come out and attack. So the best strategy is to just stand there waiting.
It's the wrong neighbourhood, motherfucker.
OG Snudlum's moving things on a little bit. I am the real Mike Abbott.
That's, yeah.
Elusive Mike Abbott.
They appeared around the same time, actually. Right, okay. Oh!
It's all gone
We
to
don't
pot
want that, do we?
here.
No, it's alright. We want these.
What's happening?
My fucking formation got messed up then.
got fucked up.
Look.
Press spacebar. You can see where they're heading.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's not what we want, is it, guys? What have we got here? These. It feels like having a driving instructor in the car playing the music. You know, it's about. It's pretty painstaking.
Don't worry, we'll pull up.
That's what
Yeah.
it's like. It's like
You're
yeah,
Pull
doing-
the
you're
car
doing
over.
very well.
Like,
If
you
I
know
use
that
this
I'm getting,
convenience,
you
please.
know that you're writing me down with having like minors on my test, but you're saying like,
Yeah.
"Oh, don't worry about it and shit." That was a fail, but don't worry too much. All right, so they should all just do what I'm telling them to do now. Let me see. That'll give me. Oh, okay.
Look at that. It's like the Olympics opening ceremony. That kind of choreography.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Right, so where are we now? All right, we need to tighten these up now. Okay, so this cavalry are coming straight here to try and mess me up. I don't like that one bit. So I'll put them. No. You say I can click Alt.
Alt and then click left. Alt and then hold the left click on them.
Oh yeah, okay, left click, right.
But it's, I mean, yeah.
You can do it in
It's most
formations
effective
too.
in
Yeah.
formation,
Okay, and then I better bring these up. Man, this is stressful. All right, okay.
It's not easy, is it? It's not.
Huh?
It's not easy.
Mike's backseat gaming.
Yeah.
It's all right, Jack. It's all about being confident on the road, keeping both hands on the steering wheel, just being sensible, making good progress down the road, of course. But you don't want to be pushing things too far, of course.
Oh yeah, just a point of notice. Your archers aren't on skirmish, are they? No.
They're not on skirmish.
No, yeah, skirmish mode in this is pretty knackered because they run away at like the first sign of trouble and not in a useful way.
There you go. They're exchanging volleys now. So the horsemen are kind of archers as well. They've got javelins, I'm guessing, to throw at you. So they've been exchanging with your troops there at the front line, and now they've backed off. So they're not actually charging with the horses, which is unusual. I'd have sent them around the back by now, but
I'm gonna send these.
you're going to charge them in.
Where are my javelins?
Skirmishers are taking
Where
a
the
nap.
fuck are they over there?
They're taking a nap at the back.
That's okay.
there.
No one's gonna suspect them now. They can't see them. They're outside.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like Sun Tzu. This one.
There you go. Oh, CG just subscribed with
That's not
Twitch
very
Prime.
good. That's not very good for me at all.
Thanks
is
very
it?
much for that subscription there, dude. We
You're gonna
appreciate
win.
everybody
You've got much better quality
subscribing.
infantry, so don't worry about it. As soon as you've got there,
I might as well send that.
just get both your range units hitting their range units now.
Yeah.
That
While these guys carry on with the War Council, I'd just like to remind everybody, thanks for, if you are an Amazon Prime member, you get a free Twitch subscription every single month. So you can subscribe to anybody absolutely free if you link your account with Twitch on Amazon, then you get a free
where are
Twitch
you going?
subscription. So thanks everybody very much who wants to send us your free subscription. We appreciate that. Seiji, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Thank you. Yeah, see, you've got much better infantry, so they're going to run
You
away.
smashed them, dude. Look
Yeah,
at the top
all
bar.
you-
Like
all you got to
smashed
do is run into them. So,
I can just do that now. Yeah.
is there a general down?
Um,
Yeah. Look at your generals just chilling out there, just getting involved.
This is the point I zoom in and look at the cinematics.
See that that fight taking place right next to your general? Just get him involved there, because you want to avoid casualties at this point, because they're going to have to be rebuilding. Get them in a proper formation, because they're a bit blocked up like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Get them thin. There you go.
There you go, they've routed. You done now.
You got really high quality infantry, so it was never.
Yeah, it's actually.
You were safe, mate.
Yeah.
Is their general dead? No. Not quite. They've
I
got
can't see him.
a couple of units that have rallied now. They're heading back towards you.
They're dead though. Light cavalry and.
Yeah. You see the bar at the top where it's completely yellow, which means the balance of power on that's remaining is completely in your favour. They've got no chance essentially. There you go. They've routed.
Victory!
Alright, well, I should have probably killed the general and then I don't have to deal with that annoying stack on their thing.
You can follow up.
That wasn't very good for me. The spears. Well, okay. I feel like I can play a bit more now. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Okay, so...
You're going to recruit their warriors? Or...
I don't really
Maybe
need
70 gold.
I don't know if I need 70 gold. So
Nah.
I think I might just do this.
You did, yeah, 3% is not going to make a huge amount of difference, but just go for that. I would kill captives is like, just damages your diplomacy.
Yeah.
Unless there's someone at war with them, which there won't be this early in the game. So.
Shadow 0621 with the Twitch Prime. Wow. Appreciate that, dude. Thanks very much.
Enemy morale is reduced due to that.
Whose morale is reduced?
The enemies.
Enemies, there you go. You're going
Yeah.
to finish them off. Can you reach them?
I don't know if I will be able to this turn. I just wanted to show you the
Yeah,
diplomacy.
you can get them.
You reckon I can get them again?
You can definitely get
Going
them.
for again.
There you go.
I'll see.
You can finish them
Get
off.
rid of them. Just
Should I
auto-resolve
Just
that.
auto.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just go aggressive.
Yeah.
I'll show you. That's it.
That barbarian fighting style, man.
There you go.
No honour. Kicking in the nuts.
How many did I lose? 29.
Doesn't matter. It's,
I'll take the gold this time.
yeah, because it's better than 1% of management.
Yeah. He's dead at age 20.
Gutted.
Rip.
Internal stability. All right, 5. That's
It was well worth following that up then, wasn't it?
there you go.
because
5
that's-
turns. Great. Warfare has increased. Your soldiers are now eager to
Plus
follow
14.
the
Oh my
king
God.
into battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wales is like plus 3. or
Yeah, I
something.
would suggest upping your tax rate at this point because it looks like you've got...
My
your-
tax?
Yeah.
Can I just level this guy up first?
Yeah.
Why not just this?
Here's the campaign movement range is a good one early on. Is
Yeah,
this your general?
the quartermaster is probably the best
Early
because
on,
it gives you more range to move your armies and you can get places quicker and
Yeah.
retreat quicker essentially.
Okay.
So
So he's there. That's done. Let me just show you where we're standing in the world. These guys like us. Scotland.
Yeah, that tends to be the way it is. You got like 1 or 2 factions that kind of like you right at the
Yes.
beginning. You might have an
They're
ally.
the other Vikings, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Some down here. So these guys are my mates. So I was always wondering. Like I've been taking this north bit here,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been playing it, but I was tempted to go down here and then just say, "You're right. Can I have some of your land?" Didn't think I was going to go down that
Just
well.
like the Vikings said.
So let's see what I can do with these guys. I can declare them.
Seep Sagey says, yeah, you got it right. No problem, mate. Been watching almost every YouTube video for 5 months now. Great stuff. Keep up. And then the pretty good emoji.
There's an
Thanks,
emoji?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Of course there's an
There's
emoji.
an emoji.
God
do you
almighty.
think- Can I get there in this turn? I'm
No,
tempted
get
to
into
just
your own territory though, because you want to replenish.
Yeah. Okay. Right, at least we're there now. So, what else can I do
Get
this
some
turn?
Yeah.
economy buildings.
Go
You've
to
got
the
5
economy.
grand.
Go to the economy now, the economy tab, and I would adjust your taxes or just tweak it to see what's most favourable. See, yeah, there you go. I'd
You
head
can
it
get away
to,
with that.
yeah, I'd stick it on full, absolute full, because even if you do get it's 4% chance of rebellion. If you put it on full, you see your main city's got a 4% chance of rebellion. Even if they do rebel,
Yeah.
It'll be tiny and you'll crush them.
it'll be tiny. You'll crush them, and you'll get
2 grand.
yeah, you'll get 2 grand, which enables you to train more troops, right? If there's a rebellion, you can train up your troops by killing them, and also the more troops that you do recruit, the quicker that opens up the tech tree to be able to upgrade your troops even more. So it makes sense to engage in battles and risk that thing for me. For me, it makes a lot of sense to put your tax on full.
I know that there's going to be a food crisis in a couple of turns because I've played this out, so I'm just upgrading.
What do you mean?
Well, I think it just triggers there's a food crisis.
Oh, I
and
see.
kind of
Like an
forces-
event, you mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just doing that. Anything else we should do? Or
You got
just
£4,000.
leave
Just
it now?
upgrade some of your economic buildings, I guess.
Yeah.
At least one more.
All right. What do we
Yeah,
get?
try and add some.
Minus 20% food production. But
That adds garrison, which is
Garrison.
great. It's great that,
Takes 8 turns, but
and it gives you another slot for another building. Sure.
so it's a good early one to get because you see that pattern.
Yeah. This
You got
pretty-
£2,000
that
coming
one.
in next, so there's a good chance you're going to be upgrading
okay.
all
You got
these.
2,700.
Yeah.
Can you improve something else? Something to improve your income and supplies? Farms are the best ones.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
'Cause
So
they're cheap,
I've
aren't
upgraded that one.
Yeah.
I'll upgrade 2 farms.
Do that. Inis Patraig.
Okay.
Matt Rutland, so is there a different faction for every county, or are you limited to where you can start who
We'll
or
just
who
do-
with?
do
Yeah, there's limited factions that you can choose, but there
Is
is
there
there
10?
are yeah, it's,
10 factions
10
is there?
factions, but there are loads of other factions, and then what you usually see is a mod that appears like on the Steam Workshop thing pretty soon after it comes out that unlocks the whole game. You can
Yeah.
play as all the factions.
They've all got unique units and they've all
Yeah.
got unique traits, so it adds for replayability. You can play the game differently depending on
Yeah.
the strengths and weaknesses of each
Fuck.
specific faction.
They've added like unique story things for this one as well, which is kind of like the Warhammer games where they give you a bit of a customized kind of cutscene to begin with and explain where your faction comes from and stuff and who they are and what they're trying to achieve.
So we've got a decision here. What's going on here?
Okay, so yeah, the Guinness guys, like, we want to take them over, but
Take them by force,
Yeah,
but
of
you have to
course.
declare war on them.
Yep. But with Vikings,
Brega.
who cares, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
Briga, this is it. You demand they submit to you and you get the same thing, really. They say no, but they just think you're a pussy, so they give you -1 influence.
Yeah.
But if you just say, I'm just going to take your land, then now my guy's got a bit more influence.
Very
This-
aggressive, this,
Yeah.
compared to Welsh one.
This guy's got quite...
You can
Think I can
upgrade. You can.
move...
What are you thinking? What do you want to do?
I think the thing is, I know he's going to come in and steal this. I know he's going to do it, or that, because he's not going to have any
Well,
resistance.
I feel like I could take that guy pretty easily. But if you upgrade those units, you
Yeah.
could probably recruit a couple of like maybe a unit of. We'll see what if you fortify. If you go into fortify stance,
Yeah.
and you can see what you can recruit.
Okay. So should we get some more ranged? Because we've only got one.
Definitely, you've
Definitely
got
get
loads of capacity. I'd get a range.
Melee
Definitely get-
cavalry. I
Yeah.
suggest cavalry.
Yeah, we need some cavalry.
And you want your specialty as a faction is axes,
Is
right?
axes,
Get
that's
some
it.
more axes, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the heavy
Yeah.
guys.
But
yeah.
just look at the.
Okay.
Oh, they're
so,
all really cheap, man. Fucking this is.
So I
I'm
quite
so
like
jealous.
for
Yeah,
for
the
these
one-
guys that I've been
yeah.
fighting. They have a lot of guys that shields are useful against. These long axes are good, but they've got no
Long
shields.
axes.
So I think we should just go for some more East Axemen because they've got
Yeah.
a shield.
Oh yeah, they're far
And
superior unit.
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah.
One trick that I do out of desperation as Wales as well is recruit 2 and merge them straight
Right.
away.
yeah.
It costs more,
It costs a lot more.
and it's great
but-
for early game because it'll unlock your tech tree quicker, right?
Yes, that's good.
So you could go for like a couple of spears, spear units, and just merge them. Like look at the very basic spear infantry, right?
Top
at the
left.
Yeah.
18. Do you know what I mean? So it's 95. Yeah, definitely do that. Get 2 of them and merge them.
You can do 3 of them even and get a full unit.
Yeah, because they're so cheap and you've got that much money.
Okay.
Accept. And then merge all 3 of your weaker spear units.
I don't actually know how to merge, you know.
Okay,
So you-
control. And then just click on the 2 other small ones. There you go. And the other one. And then that, go up. There you go.
Oh yeah. Control.
Boom, full spear
I
unit.
Full
didn't
spear
know
unit,
you
yeah.
could merge. Oh, no, well, you can on Warhammer just by dragging them in, right?
Yeah.
So I've got spear. All right. Okay. I think we can take this guy on now.
You've also got a general upgrade, so maybe have a look at that before you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just the governor.
Let's upgrade him. Where's he actually
He's the governor.
governing?
Yeah, this is the thing, right? It doesn't
where-
make it really easy.
Where is he?
It doesn't
governing?
show you. Where
You have to,
You have
you
to go
just-
into
Go
the.
to family. Oh, governors in the states now. It's governors in the states.
Yeah.
And then
So is it
What was
Sigtrigger?
yeah, it's Sigtrigger. Him.
And he has.
Brera.
Brega. So he's the governor of Brega. So
Yeah, he's.
so now you go back on his character screen.
Uh,
This is the biggest problem with the game, I reckon.
Yeah,
So many overlays and
yeah.
menus.
it's true. Not being clear exactly who is where. I would suggest scribe because it adds more to the economy, but that's just my focus is always on raising the economy. So it adds governance to him. So you can see the difference if you click refresh again, top right, and you can down a little. You're just on that. Oh, no,
I know what you're saying.
You can toggle it to see how much the difference is going to make for the economy if you add that scribe. So you can see.
I'm not going to spend any money. Actually, I am. I'm going to make more slaves. You can never have too many slaves. You can quote me on that.
There you go.
With the scallywags, I don't have any movement now, so I can't really.
Yeah, because you've put them in fortify.
Yeah.
So Asker dropping the 100 bits. Let the filthy English monks taste the axe of Sven Forkbeard.
So you're not attacking him?
No.
Yeah. So Asker is a Viking. I'm taking it.
You could move.
I could have.
Yeah.
No, nobody's interested.
Asker, about Asker, he is Danish in real life, which is where these Vikings are from. Well,
there you
the majority of them. So this is the equivalent. This is his equivalent of the Welsh, us playing the Welsh.
Yeah. So I'm guessing he's our main cheerleader for today's stream.
Right. The benefit now is you can just take him in the settlement and he'll die immediately. He won't retreat. So you can just
stand still. There you go.
Just you can
march him in.
Attack the settlement.
He's got 12 units now.
It doesn't matter. You smash him. He's weaker. Look how weak his units are. And they're all spearmen, and you've got axes. He's got.
Should we manually do it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Siege the settlement without engaging in battle. No.
Let's do it. Take him on. The my strategy. I think the general consensus is when you first start, if you take their enemy general out early on, lower the morale of the enemy troops, it always gives you a huge boost, and you're very likely to win any battle if that happens. So that would be my advice.
Especially if they're on horseback, because they're much easier to get.
Yeah, just aim for the general.
The type of general that you've got is actually much better, I think. Okay, you haven't got the manoeuvrability, but you've got 90 other infantry with you, which means you've got a much better protection.
Where are these guys?
And you can just put them in a battle line rather than having him.
What are these cheeky boys? Are they hiding?
I actually prefer to have the mobility of horses.
Oh yeah, so do I. But just if you're new to it, it's like it's safer.
You don't have to worry about protecting it so much. Yeah.
I'm trying to think where they will be. In this tree line, maybe. I don't know.
Don't worry, they won't be that.
Three axe units, 2 spears, 2 archers, and a skirmisher. Oh, also you've got your general's unit, which is a solid infantry unit.
Elite infantry.
And then you've got your 19 horses.
Right, I'm going to see what these archers are saying for themselves.
You put them in the front, are you?
So, yeah, because they've only got 1 cavalry unit again, so it's going to be, I don't know. They don't have much archers, so I can just like wave them out and then just march these all forward. I don't even know if I'll need to actually. What's going to be good against my? These swords guys were pretty good last time at Fent. They scared off the horses last time, so I think I'm going to keep these out here for. What are these? Axe.
Do they have horses? Did you see what?
Yeah, they had one. They had 1 unit.
1 horses.
They had 1 unit.
How many? And the strength of the unit. Do you know how many horses they had and what the strength?
It was. I think it was a new addition to their little gang. So okay. As long as I protect with, I should just be fine. I'm just going to see what happens for now.
See what's happening. Looks like they're backing off. So.
Oh,
they've got 2. They've got the general. That's
fine.
Yeah, it should be fine.
You've got really elite line infantry.
Yeah.
And they've got spears, so they're just gonna
dissolve,
you'll
especially
them,
hopefully.
What you can do, right? If you're
to me?
Stay at home with the host. Thanks, dude.
Thanks very much, Stay at Home Game.
What you can do is select your line infantry and command group it. Lock the formation, right, and the spears. And then when you click attack, they'll just attack forward rather than attack the one unit you click on.
Right.
They'll move up as a line and attack their line, which is a move you could do once you get closer.
I've been dealing with group units. I have all my archers move together, and that's how I get them all to do that normally, right? It's pretty cool that you can do this.
There you go. That's the.
Yeah, it's very handy that. I remember in the old Total War games, what if you were grouped, they would stay in formation. If you like right click and drag them over, so you could. But now they don't stay in formation now when they do that. But this is like what they've introduced in order to kind of balance that out, because that was primarily my method of moving my units before. I'd group them up in a formation, then move them anywhere I wanted to do on the map. But you can just drag them now, which looks a lot easier.
They still not moving, huh?
They're not gonna. You attack them. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't sweat it, dude. If they come at you, you've got them essentially. If they reposition themselves, then that's when you got to start worrying, because they're thinking like strategically. That's when you know.
One thing I've noticed is annoying is that I think Jake's experienced it there, is when you move and there's like shrubbery and little rocks and little trees and stuff, it'll mess up your formation really, really easily.
Yeah.
And that hasn't been in other games, so hopefully it's like the kind of thing they'll patch.
They're going to be forced to move now because that's my range there.
All right, you've got a huge range.
44k Panda with 220 bits. Guys, I had a nightmare. Please tell me everything is going to be all right. Hey, don't worry, mate.
It'll be fine.
It's going to be fine.
Don't worry about it. It'll be all
Great, actually, is what it's
be
going
all
to be. Look at this. Jake's shooting some Irish people with his Danish Vikings.
Our general is under attack.
Just put him in a shield wall. Put him in a shield wall.
Yeah.
He's fine. That unit has to deplete to a third before your general's in danger. So.
Yeah, when you've got 30 men left, that's when.
Nice one, lads.
Boys, that's
Elite
not what I want you to do. Boys, what are you doing?
You have to take them out. Once they're in shield wall, they're locked,
I do like that, though. I do like the shield kind of synchronization. It looks great. So, are you shooting their range now, or what's happening? Make sure you're shooting their range, because they're shooting you.
Yeah, okay, let me see. They've put their shields units up, so...
Yeah, shoot their ranged. Just
there. Okay, hopefully...
they're locked. Okay, so what's happened there is you've locked your archers, so they're not attacking the unit, they're just attacking forward.
Right, okay.
So you see what...
Like this.
So now click... There you go. That's what you want it to look like.
Right, okay, that's what...
So they were just shooting the first enemy in sight, right?
So they've only got one archer unit here, right? Which are those guys. So I've got two.
Are you sure? What are the other guys next to them? Are they not archers?
But
Javelin men?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're fine.
Joni says, hey guys, hey Jake, will you react to Red Dead trailer in 5 minutes? No, because the trailer's coming out in 20 minutes, so...
Unless something has changed.
Yeah, unless, it's already out or something, yeah. So we will be reacting to it. That's what it says in the title of this stream.
We just want to watch it, to be honest.
Yeah. And we didn't want to go on a break and then watch it and come back all excited.
Yeah.
We'll watch it with you guys. We'll make it a community event.
I mean, this is just quite silly for these guys, because look.
Well, they're going to retreat, right? So then...
Yeah, they're shaken because...
They're getting annihilated.
The general doesn't give a fuck.
It's
He's the one
the
giving the
first
orders.
thing that I've noticed that the Welsh have better, which is archers.
Yeah. They're bringing their horses to the back.
If they, if your archer target have got low armor, stick the fire arrows on, because it just fucking obliterates them.
All right, so they're sending out.
They're coming now.
It's all right. So where are your spearmen? On the flanks, yeah?
You want to check your general is not facing the wrong way, because if them horses come at him, then he's dead.
No.
He's facing the wrong way.
He is again.
It's elite leadership.
Again! I just untoggled this. This very force. In fact, what they're doing is they're creating a wall for the horses to... Right, okay. So, let's just bring these guys forward at this point, right?
Just do one thing. Just drag your general unit from left to right, dude.
Yeah.
There you go. He'll be happy now, dude. He's safe. I was just a bit concerned for your general. That's all.
So you charge your cavalry into that cavalry on the left there.
Okay.
Is that it's skirmish cavalry? Oh, that is annoying.
Yeah, you chase them off though, dude.
You can, but you're gonna have to shoot them.
Chase them off, otherwise they'll just keep peppering away at you, which you don't want. At least they'll get me out of the picture for now.
Look, as soon as the infantry clash, you've won, because look at yours compared to theirs, right?
Yeah.
You're in much better shape.
I would send them right in right now.
Okay. These guys, I don't want to make a hole actually.
Yeah, get them back.
And meanwhile, while these guys are out in the open. Okay, look.
Just keep your archers shooting those cavalry. They will die. I'm telling you. You get a few volleys into them, they'll be gone. Yeah, just take them out. Just take them out. That was that cavalry will just retreat a bit.
All right, what's happening in the chat while Jake performs his masterclass?
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Half a year ago, Mike and everybody said that's right.
What?
Okay, yeah, talking about new emotes, and I don't think we've got the capacity at the moment. We don't only have one emote, although I think we have a certain amount of points to allow us to have like 6 or something like that. Because you need Twitch points or subscriber points. That's it. There's a weird currency for emotes that you have to use, but we're working on them. As soon as it opens up for us, then we will provide you with more emotes and let us know. You know, if you haven't done already, what you want. What would you want from an emote, guys? What kind of Twitch emote would you want? I mean, pretty good is the standard one. It's the safe one, right? Pretty good.
You select the general. Use the rally. See the rally skill on the top right? It's a little horn. No, sorry, on the top right of that menu. Green.
Oh, yeah,
symbol.
yeah.
Next to it, there you go. Just use that. Use that periodically. Keeps your morale up. Easy.
Rust in Peace wants anime emotes for the PGG stream. Anime?
I don't have it as nuances. Again, I feel like I'm picking up some stuff that I didn't know. That, I guess, means RAL leads. Is that right?
What, the horn?
Yeah,
yeah, and if your units are retreating, you use that to get them back in the fight, but you can use it to keep them morale up, so they don't retreat in the first place.
Alright, well...
It takes 2 minutes to reload, I think.
I guess we can just, like...
Yeah, you need to charge in, because they're still taking fire from them javelin, man.
So, look at your cavalry. If you double-click on your cavalry, you're chasing their missile cavalry.
Again, you're taking a lot of javelin damage there to one of your axe units, so just charge all them guys in, dude. When you get rid of them, there you go, they've gone now.
You don't have to chase them because they're in a settlement, so they're all dead anyway.
Right, save replay. The best match ever. By Gaz.
Is Jake getting nervous from all the backseat gaming by Mike and Gaz yet?
Yeah. It's not so much nervous, it's just...
no, let me tell you.
Because nervous implies that... Well, no, yeah, nervous is right, because I feel like, I've been doing it wrong the whole time then. But I don't actually struggle when I'm playing the game. I just think that now it's not that I'm overthinking. I just want to try and learn some new things that I don't normally do. Like facing your units. Apparently, what you need to do when you've got axe units is face them in the direction of the enemy. That's new. And also, your shields go in front of you to stop arrows.
That's a great tip, that.
I thought it was
beginner
like a
guide to total
backpack or something. I don't know.
Mike has a Terminator emoji. Anime Mike would make my week.
Sack it. Occupy.
Terminator emoji, Mike?
Sorry?
Terminator emoji.
Is that like there's that picture of Mike with a weird eye?
It's quite elaborate for an emoji, I reckon.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, we've got that thumbnail, right, from the AI, the AI
sure.
one. Or people asking for anime too.
Okay, so he's gone. He's died. That's good. I'm happy.
I'll tell you what it is, right? It's the kind of game where you got to make the right decision a lot of the time, and it can easily go wrong if you play it on very hard anyway. And
right.
I think there is kind of a certain amount of you need to get it right.
Yeah.
If you're showing this game to people who don't know what it is, in particular, you want to make sure that you're giving a good account of the game and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah.
That's what's great about this game, right? It's all about decisions, and there are optimal decisions always, right? But you can make decisions that aren't quite as optimal and still succeed, right? That's the point of it.
And then the further up you slide the difficulty, the less of those decisions you can make, which is why it's a little bit annoying to see all the reviewers saying, Oh,
It's way
it's
too easy.
too easy. I was doing all this and I didn't even care and I was steamrolling it, even on hard. Well, hard is like in the middle of the thing of the sliding scale when you choose difficulty.
It's like normal, essentially.
It's
normal.
There's two easier and there's two that are harder.
We're playing this on hard now, and if you played it on very hard, you'd see a difference. It's the difficulties are there for a reason, and if you want that challenge, generally in the Total War community, you play it on very hard for a good experience, for a good kind of plate spinning
which is new
experience.
to me. I was just playing it on normal because it just makes sense.
It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, it's still fun, especially if it's your first campaign as well. Especially you want to see what it's about.
Oh,
but it's just a bit annoying when you see reviews doing that and then they just you haven't really.
my war fervor has decreased. My people are currently indifferent.
It gets to a point where you're in when you've played enough battles and you know enough about units and stuff that you get into a battle. And you know almost instantly what you need to do and the way that you approach battles. Everyone has different ways of approaching anyway. So, for me, it's always I move my cavalry up the sides and try and get around the back of them, move the spearmen to the flanks to try and stop their cavalry from coming around and getting around the back of me, because I can just attack them with my spears, and then have my main group of melee guys at the front of the line and then archers behind them. I'm always moving my main tactics are pretty much get my horses behind them, kill the general, and then just watch them run off the field.
That's an assassination attempt. When we went to play Warhammer 2 at Creative Assembly last year, they gave us this demo that was on very hard. It was a very hard battle, and it was like a campaign scenario battle, and everyone had a spin at it. No one got better than Pyrrhic Victory.
Yeah.
And then James, like the marketing fellow who's kind of been doing around, you might have seen him on Corruptional Podcast and stuff, he just kind of sat down and did it, and it did exactly that.
Yeah.
Did a full-on assassination attempt. He focused all his energy on trying to get the general and killing the general, because that is the shields are down at that point and you can...
The morale dip in the enemy just makes a huge difference. And he literally distracted the whole army and just moved some kind of assassination units around the back, took out the general, and it didn't matter what everything else was happening. Literally, the whole army then just went to pieces.
Yeah.
So it makes a huge difference.
So Matt Rutland in the chat, I'm getting into this... getting this game because of this and Monday stream, so that's pretty cool. It's it's an all right place to start. If you can find, I would say though, if you can find Warhammer on discount, or even one of the older historical ones like Shogun 2, just go for that, because they're all great games. But this is cheaper. This is like 23 quid on some websites.
What I would say about Warhammer is that I'm a fan of the Total War series, but I'm not a fan of the Warhammer because of the fantasy setting. Now, that's just personal taste, right? Yeah. It's not that the game's bad. If you don't mind fantasy, then Warhammer's a great place to start. Warhammer 2 especially, because it's got the great tutorial, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a good place to learn on the tutorial. However, if you're not so hot on fantasy settings like I'm not, I would say this is it's actually a great place to start, because it's not quite as micromanagey as the previous games that I've experienced, which makes it easier to just focus on the things that you need to focus on, right? The battles, the armies, and the settlements, and that's it.
It has been streamlined, for sure.
And I appreciate that as a lover of the series. I really do.
I'm an axeman. I can't.
And even recruiting your units, even in the other games you'd have like 5 or 6 different upgrades of axeman or something, or upgrades of cavalry, on different types of cavalry. You've got your melee cavalry, your ranged cavalry. It's just overwhelming sometimes when you've got so many different types of units. Here it's completely different. You click on recruit and you've got maybe 2 types of each unit, and it's quite simple like that. It's streamlined, like Mike said.
Asker says that he's one of the 2 people in the world that really liked Empire Total War. I disliked Rome 2 the most. I'm probably with you, Rome 2 at launch. I did like it later on because they did improve it quite a bit.
I liked
Empire was divisive, but
I liked it.
It was really highly rated. It's got 90 on Metacritic or something.
It got to a point where that got too micromanagey. Once you got the, it just got too big. And whenever got to Medieval 2 was the same. When you've got to manually move loads of units every single turn, it just puts me right off, and I get bored really quickly.
Yeah, the agents and stuff, which some people really love, but I never used them as agents. I always just embedded them, or because you can set them to overlook a settlement or something, or put in Warhammer, you can put them in your armies, and they're like hero units, and they're awesome in the army. So I always did that, and I just didn't like having these little extra units on the board. And that's something that this game has actually been criticised for like quite a bit because they've taken that out.
Yeah, but personally, I think that's a great tweak for me.
Yo.
OG says Rome 2 is my most played Total War.
Well, this faction will become
Really
your
good.
vassal kingdom.
I
Subjugate. I would rather take the resources to use myself rather than give someone else control of it.
No, that's annoying. There's a thing in Warhammer where you had a confederation. So if you could get your allied, so say for example in Wales you play as Gwynedd, but there are many other Welsh factions. The only way of getting them to be your towns and territories is by conquering them.
Yeah.
Right? That's the only way. Which is annoying because in Warhammer they had this great confederation system where through diplomacy and showing your own strength and showing that you were defending your lands and defending your kind of allies' lands, that you could prove to people that it's worth joining your country, and you could confederate with them and just take on these smaller states.
And then they did become yours. You could control them
And
exactly the same.
it's just as if you conquered them, but that doesn't happen in this game, which is a bit of a bummer.
This faction was no match for their enemies.
You just killed their king, right? Yeah. And then you slaughtered all the people that were remaining in the army. That's ruthless.
That's the Viking way, isn't it? Yeah, Asker knows. Well, the thing was, I'll tell you why. There was 1% replenishment. I would have got absolutely no money. So just for flourish, just for a statement, I thought I'd kill him. So that's me now. I have taken over this place, and the world is my oyster. I've got a governor again.
Ljot.
Yeah, let's call him Jotters. He's quite a greedy guy.
He's quite a what?
A greedy guy.
Yeah, he's got -2 governance as a starting point. So if you add, even if you add scribe, it's going to add governance, but it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah.
So that means he's taking money off the top. In other words, he's corrupt. So
Zeal is good, which is Bard, right? If you add one Bard, Zeal is good because it makes your population happier.
Yeah.
So that's a good one if you've got low population happiness.
Our people in general, maybe not so much here. They're pretty chuffed actually over here. Look, nice one.
Yeah, it's good.
They're sad about the tax.
That is really high.
Everything else is going on. But yeah, well, I think I just got 5 everywhere for being so great at killing those guys. They were just very happy with me.
Was that like a campaign objective? Or did it tell you to?
No, you had to crush the rebellion, because your people were unhappy.
Yeah.
This is a minor little bugbear for me, right? The occupation is -10, and that would happen if somebody takes over one of your smaller provinces, smaller settlements, and then you take it back to the very next turn. Even though they've only had it for that one turn, your occupation is -8 for the like what? Hang on a minute, these guys are so fucking
So this
upset, and I've only been gone away for one turn.
What should we do next? Where should we conquer? Should we go up here?
What are your objectives?
I can take over port towns, or I can conquer like 50 settlements and stuff like that.
It's a mission. Go to missions. You've literally got no missions, so maybe you'll get handed a couple in the next couple of turns.
Yeah.
Do they not give you specific Dublin? So that's the only thing. Born A. Where's Born? Sounds French.
Up north. North of Scotland, man.
Right.
It's very north of Scotland.
Control 10 ports by direct assault through vassals. So I've got 3. I'm nearly halfway to the kingdom victory by taking over the port towns. Like I'm saying, if I basically sweep up the perimeter of Ireland, if I go all the way around, I'll win without even having to leave these cursed isles. So the next port town, I think.
Ireland's a nice place, so let's get that straight.
Here?
What's that?
That's a port town, isn't it?
Yeah.
Port town to me. Well, looks like you have to kill them all.
What about Caedlin?
It's already yours. Oh, no, it's not.
Is that you, lad? It's like a Facebook group, isn't it? You lad. You lad.
Right, should we
sail out?
I reckon.
Can you march over?
Are you gonna build up a little bit? You got 92 food surplus and a lot of cash.
Okay, let's go. Axe. Can make some more
when I'm not at war, my main kind of strategy is to just leave it like 5 turns, build up my economy, make sure that I can sustain big armies before building up the army, because the army will take up supplies each turn. So if I'm not at war, I'll just make the most of it, keep my army small, build up my economy, try and unlock some tech if I can, and then make my settlements as beefy as possible before declaring war and going out again. So I've got two kind of phases in my head. It's like build up time and then conquering time.
I'm just seeing how many battles we can do in this one stream.
Yeah,
right?
that was
Just
kind of in the back of my mind. Well, in the front of my mind.
Kill them all.
Such an action would surely
Yeah,
lead
I
to
can't
war.
do it in diplomacy. I think you get a bonus from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, if you want to do it just for the stream, it's probably easier, quicker
Yeah,
just to do it
definitely.
that
Who
way.
is it? Is it you, lad?
You lad.
You lad.
It's a fishing town.
Banter Island.
It's a fishing town. Yeah. These guys.
You lad. Strength rank 13. So you're strength rank 5 already. That's cool.
You're offering him a payment. You want to make friends with him?
No, for military access. And I just march my people.
No, that's worse because
Why-
no,
why?
because that's worse because that's like a diplomatic. You've made a diplomatic move and then you've instantly broken it.
Yeah. It's so I can get my guys all around my major settlements, and then I might make
But
another
that makes
stack, and then
other-
one
that-
turn I can just go.
That makes other factions dislike you. If you sign him, if you sign
It
him
makes you
diplomatic-
treacherous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Okay.
trustworthiness is currently steadfast.
What you could do,
that
yeah,
will go
what
right
you could do
down.
is say, "Do you want to be a vassal?" And then when they say no, like, right, you're dead.
Create vassal kingdom, and I give them $1,000 for their troubles. Yeah.
That's far too generous, dude. You want to be asking for money from them. Demand payment. That's it. No demand. Ah, come on.
Yeah. Go on, be a vassal.
We don't submit that
We don't submit that easy. Join war against. Nope, wrong one.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
You've bitten off more than you can chew. Oh, why?
There you go. We're at war now.
Our foes
We can fight.
Great.
Should have stayed in the settlement, really.
Fucking great.
Yeah, that was a bad decision. You should have done something completely different.
Let's go and let's watch Red Dead Redemption trailer, shall we?
Yeah, 1558. Should we?
Before the big battle of Kerwin.
We-
The big battle of the
We
fishing
can keep.
town.
You can keep going, and I'll let you know when it comes up because it might be a few minutes to let you know what it's like.
cool. Shit. That's annoying now, because when I was in Fort Fight, I couldn't see my movement bar.
Yeah.
Remember when I said I couldn't move that turn, and then you said, oh, you could actually move, and then this time I thought I could actually move, and then I couldn't. Fucking just this
alright,
little
it's
bar.
okay.
I just can't read.
Alright.
Yeah.
Everyone makes mistakes. Just pull up.
This guy's mistake was being born.
Kylen.
Oh, there you go.
Occupy. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, it's just they had. I wonder if they had a version of the game where they had little garrisons in those minor settlements.
Yeah.
And what was the problem? Like, why?
Well, what's the point of having a 2-unit garrison in a settlement when you've got a stack of 10 coming in anyway?
Because you
they'd
could
send-
take it with a general. You
Yeah.
could just walk in there with one unit, or you could walk in there with like a spear unit, and just be like, right, this is mine now, and then
That's true. But it adds an interesting way of playing. Yeah, if you want to, if you're a smaller guy against a bigger guy, right? You have 2 armies, one main stack and one just like roamer that just goes and takes the resources off the enemy.
Yeah.
That can be a legitimate strategy to try and, keep yourself in the war by getting loads of resources.
Do you think I should raise another army? Or just leave?
You've definitely got the capacity, but do you need it yet? Would it? Because you could have a 20 stack, right? But
Yeah.
who's at war with you?
I was
Like,
just
behind
thinking,
you?
well,
You're pretty
well,
free
these
of
these
threats.
guys are at war with me here.
Yeah,
I'm
but
only
you've got
over
an army
here.
for that. Oh, they're not gonna
I mean,
amphibious assault you.
For the sake of the stream, if that's what our priorities are,
Yeah.
raise as many troops and just send
Yeah,
them in,
that's
isn't
what I'm
it?
thinking, because I'm not going to return to this game.
I mean,
am
personally, what I would do is,
Rob
take about 5
16.
turns.
What?
He's 16 years old. Look at the beard on him.
yeah.
Beard on Rob.
You've got to watch this
You've
one.
got a 5-star general there, dude.
He's a dubious
Ivan.
character.
Trailer.
Here we go. Guys,
Oh, should we
ready for a trailer. So what you want to do is tab over and,
Rockstar Games?
yeah, just there we go. We've got a trailer, guys, so
Can you guys see? Yeah.
we're ready to go.
Ready to rock, boys.
Let's check this. This is
Let's
big
all watch
news, guys. This is a big news.
trailer reaction.
Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. But trust me, we will. Wake them up a little. This whole thing is pretty much done. We're more ghosts than people. You have got to keep faith. They will not crush us.
Good old Dutch. My best friend. You know how we met? A pair of hucksters trying to rob each other. Back in 78 or thereabouts.
You have to love yourself a fire. It's one of the blessings. Sure, we can have fire. And we can have the knowledge of fire. But with that comes the knowledge of everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery.
Sons of Dutch. Makes us brothers. Sometimes brothers make mistakes.
You'll never change. I know that.
All of you venerate savagery. And you will die savagely.
Get out here! Stay strong. Stay with me. You have to love yourself a fire.
Release date.
Dun dun dun.
Not yet ready. Not yet ready.
Yeah, they did announce, didn't they, that they weren't delaying it again, so they must be
There you
feeling
go.
quite brave.
How do we feel about the 2-minute trailer? 2 minutes. Is that, 2
Story.
Why am I
yeah,
in Bangalore? Shut up. Yeah,
minutes, is that enough? I mean, the last one was 3
there was no
minutes.
gameplay. Patrick Stewart was in it.
Do you think Patrick Stewart? I reckon he
No,
was
of course he was.
more like I can't remember what his name is. That guy who was in like The Lost World. What a huge disservice I've just done to that actor. Let me find his name.
I'd have preferred Patrick Stewart.
What's this guy like? He's aggressive, he's renowned, and he's enthusiastic, and he's 18, and he's a 5-star general. Let's go.
That's our Red Dead Redemption reaction.
There you go.
I
Jake's
was-
that interested. He's straight back
Pete
into.
Postlethwaite.
Yeah,
Peter
the
Postlethwaite.
Priest from the Omen remake.
Yeah.
And many, many more.
Exactly.
Name our
Not just
second
Postlethwaite.
stack apart from anything to do with Red Dead Redemption
Let's
2.
call it the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer was
As soon as
alright.
I saw a little.
Yeah, what did you think? What did you think?
It made me
Let's talk about the trip.
When I saw them kick the saloon door in, do a robbery, I thought, oh yeah, remember in GTA 5 you could do heists? I wonder if you're going to be able to do like stuff like that on this. You know, I was thinking they're going to have some
Be
leftover
daft if they
code.
didn't.
Do you think there's going to be multiple playable protagonists like in GTA 5?
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
play different
Because
numbers,
it looks like with that group of that gang of outlaws, it looks like there's
Yeah.
too many characters there to not. The way they did it with GTA 5
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And how is it
Plays
going to
John
work?
Marston it to us.
Yeah, how's it going to work? Like, because Red Dead Redemption, you were just one guy roaming wherever you want to go, whereas there's a group of people here that is your community essentially. So how's that going to work with just one protagonist?
Yeah, that's
I
very.
mean,
interesting.
it's an open world. How does that work?
Yeah.
It could. Yeah, it's a sticky situation.
Character models and stuff, I was a little bit.
Mm.
It's, don't know. I think because there's been so many games that push the boundaries of what characters and facial animation and like just the general body movements and stuff of people, and it's a bit stiff. I thought, and it's a bit
Yeah.
kind of lacking detail. But
I'm still not sold on the main guy, dude. I'm still not sure.
I don't know who the
Still
main
not sure.
guy is. It's just
Yeah,
like
is it like said? It's not made you want to really
no.
pay much attention to him, has it?
It's
Yeah.
like John Marston was okay. We're 3 trailers in, so I'm sure we'll know a lot more about him by the time the game comes out. But like John Marston was very well defined early on. I thought like
Yeah.
there was trailers that started like Mr. Marston and all that, and
Yeah.
it was all about
Yeah.
him. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
So I need some of that.
Unless, like,
And
Gaz is
gameplay.
right, like, there's not one character. Maybe
Yeah.
you are playing
Yeah.
Dutch's gang. Because that's focusing on that, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
focusing on, here's a gang of people.
Yeah.
So it could be that.
Give
know.
me some gameplay, man. I need it.
Yeah, that's
I need
it.
to
I think that's what a lot of people are saying in the comments earlier. It's like we need gameplay. I guess that would be the reveal. I guess if you can, the gameplay will show you what
Yeah.
characters you get to play as, and it'd be interesting because the woman in the trailer is John Marston's to-be wife, right?
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to be able to play as a female character because you haven't done that in a Rockstar game, have we?
There's
female.
I don't.
No.
Because there's a real possibility you could do there. You could do that there. So
Yeah.
that would be really cool.
What did you reckon in the chat, guys? Tell us what you.
Let us know what you guys thought.
Yeah.
Initial reactions, positive, negative, any sort of analysis? What do you think? What it says about the game? Let us know in the comments.
Powers. We're mates now, boy. If you try and get us into a war, though, like you did with Mike earlier.
Well, you have no earthly bonds with this guy, do you? You don't have like that is my brother. I cannot let him fight against the arseholes in Mercia alone.
Yeah. Let's see what people are saying about the.
4K Panda. Maybe this has the friend mechanic, and you have those people come along with you.
Perhaps, like followers and stuff.
Yeah.
It could work.
People to follow doing heists and stuff, and
I think with E3 one month away, that's when we're going to see our gameplay review.
Yeah. This is Rockstar we're talking about, and it will be definitely a case of quite dynamic, as far as I'm concerned. Like rocking up into a town and seeing maybe one or two of your gang in there. They've done that thing with strangers and stuff before, where you've got like dynamic events that happen as you're playing the game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll do something interesting. If it's a group, they'll do something interesting with it.
Would you think a part of the game will be assembling the gang and like finding new characters and doing
first act
missions,
kind of thing, for sure.
Yeah, getting the group together and then going on as a posse.
Yeah, like I know a guy, and it's like
you're
not trying to persuade a retired gang member to do
Ocean's
one
11,
last job.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Ocean's 11 sort of shit.
Damn it, I don't do that no more.
Yeah. Very good. Very, very good.
Nice. A lot of people saying that they want gameplay.
Yeah,
like 3 or 4 people say they need gameplay. It's just
you'll see it at E3 probably. It makes so much sense. How many more units do we need? 7, 6.
So you need 3 more melee units.
Yeah, 4 more spearmen.
You could hire them and then like merge them into one, and then you'd have one unit ready to go.
You got a good looking kind of army there, and you got a secondary one building up as well. So
you just haven't got any. I think it's skirmishers. Do they count as melee units?
No.
I think
I've just hired them. Next turn I'll be able to hire more. I think I'm going to march these guys.
Just go up, go for Dun Patrick.
Okay. Should I swim over?
Swim.
Yeah,
Get in the sea, lads.
should we swim? That'll get us there.
Time to earn those badges.
Yeah.
Are we swimming? Are we going to? Yeah. I mean, an amphibious assault would be cool.
Yeah.
You can go further than that. The only thing now is you're a little bit vulnerable, but I wouldn't be worried because and
we see if we can see if we can do the landing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If I bring this stack up,
that might.
It's going to take too long. It'll take too long.
Just get that 14. You'll definitely take it.
Yeah. What are we calling our second stat, guys?
Any suggestions in the comments? Rocktober says, I thought it would have been a great movie trailer. That's kind of the way Rockstar does it, right? They do a lot of cinematic type trailers when it comes to their games. And it was that. It didn't really show or tell us anything new at all, gameplay-wise. However, story-wise, we had very much a Young Guns 2 vibe, says Matt Rutland, which was a great film.
Yeah, what I reckon this is this will signify a bit of a. There'll be more now. Yeah. There'll be because they delayed it, remember, and then they've been quiet since then. So this is like a reboot of the marketing campaign, I reckon, and there'll be. Do you know what I mean? There'll be some
cool shots of like
E3's coming up, guys.
Some cool shots of like a burning village or whatever from a distance.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? A couple of bits of that, but
landscapes and that look great, and the backdrops and stuff.
Just when multiple playable characters is inevitable after GTA 5. I just wanted a great world to explore. Right.
Gunplay better be amazing too, because GTA gunplay felt boring as fuck compared to Red Dead Redemption.
Right. OG Snowden reckons we call him Stack 2.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Roman numerals to class it up a little bit.
Going posh, man, going posh.
Stack 2.
Stack 2.
Let's give him the fucking
good work, Snudland.
Right.
Yeah, Stack 2.
Right, let's see what I can spend my money on, because I've got a lot of it. Do you know what? I think I'm going to just lower the taxes, because I've got quite... Actually, no, I don't have as much money as I thought.
Well, you got another $2,500 coming in next year.
Yeah, and let's just... I feel like
the minus 12 there, that is quite risky.
I can kind of see, right? We're playing this on hard. Yeah. And earlier I was saying the reviewers haven't played it on a hard enough difficulty. This is on hard. This is still a little bit too easy.
Now you've lowered your taxes, you don't bring in as much food. So that's why you've got a minus...
Fuck.
Yeah, that's right. It affects your crop.
Better tax the food, then I'm doing it for the food.
What's your public order? I mean...
it's minus 12. And you can do something about that, right?
You don't have to be 65, though. You can have it a bit higher.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. What can I say?
You've put it there, right? And you can maybe script a general and stick him in Dublin, because if your general's got high zeal, even though he might not be governing, he will have an effect on the population.
Yeah. Right, so it is under this, isn't it? governors and estates can I give a guy with zeal?
Well, 3 is decent. Who's that? Rognvald.
Do you want to select him to assign there?
Will that not kick Stritzgurd?
It will. He'll be pissed
Yeah.
off. Will
Yeah, well, you know what happens, don't you?
I mean, he'll be pissed off. But
Well,
however, if you can you assign him somewhere else first?
Have you got estates? Check your estates tab. Nope.
Fucking fuck.
Fucking fuck.
You got
a couple of estates.
you hold all the estates, so you can So boot Stritzgurd out of the governor role and give him an estate to keep him happy.
Okay.
So, get out of there. Right, so he's
pissed off.
too early. All the Welsh ones start on 2, man.
Yeah.
So there you go, Rognvald.
And
So he's got very nice.
Right, it's back
and
to
then
6 there.
Stritzgurd, give him an estate.
Hang on, yeah, we need to.
just click on the estate
This is awkward. This is fiddly. This.
and then click on the dude.
Click on Stritzgurd.
There you go. And
There you go.
so he's gone
And
back
he's
up. So you
happy.
can check your population happiness now in Dublin, and hopefully it's gone up a bit. Well, it's up to -5. What was it? -8.
It's -12, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's before you dropped the tax down a
That's
little.
where
yeah.
max tax.
Oh, that'll do.
I mean, it's
-5
safer.
chance, yeah,
It's safer.
It was worth it. What I've noticed as well is you haven't once had to think about your politics and intrigue. It has not been a problem for you.
No.
This is playing on hard. So it
Okay.
may be that I wouldn't. This is pre-release, right?
The first time round I played it, there was a guy who was a bit. It's because my public order was low because I didn't get rid of the Guinness gang quick enough.
Yeah.
I had to, and it was pissing everyone off. And then this guy all of a sudden had more influence than me
Yeah.
and was like, yeah. But because I moved fast, and I knew that food was going to be.
Who's that?
Who
Rebellion.
the fuck
Oh, they
are
did
you?
rebel.
So you did have you had a -5 chance, and they
You
rebelled.
insolent little bastards.
So the other thing you could have done was raise an army of 1 unit with a general with a high.
Get them down there.
Yeah.
They'll sort them out. Stack 2.
And
Stack
then-
2 is the time to shine.
And that dude could have quelled the social
Look, you can get.
order a little bit
You
more.
can basically get there with that. Just you'll have to leave them.
You got a garrison there, so they're
Yeah,
quite.
your settlement is fine, but if you want to protect your outer,
Yeah, I
he's
can't
only got
wait.
4.
Nah, it's alright. We'll kill him.
You'll be fine.
In the meantime, should we do a bit of this? Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Done,
finished.
Patrick. Boom, Patrick. There you go. Six units. You can just assault them right now, right?
What a pathetic.
Let's do it.
Don't roll
No.
That's what
Yeah.
that was.
I've
I've
never seen it. All right. What was
Oh,
that one? Just blockade,
yeah,
right?
basically.
I've never seen
Siege
this.
or
These are great.
this siege.
There's an opportunity to do one as Wales early on, and it is amazing.
Yeah.
You can sail down from Aberfraw to South Wales
Yeah.
to like I can't remember what it's called, but it's just one of these places on the coast, and you can take it as an amphibious landing, and it's probably the best thing I've seen in the game so far.
Spearmen are very good against cavalry.
Yeah, they're quite low. The
You're gonna
melee
rock.
skill are really low anyway. So
Your cavalry's going to be on land because they couldn't animate that horses getting off the boats, I suppose. But,
maybe that'll be at
There we
launch
go.
tomorrow.
yeah.
Wow, this is completely different.
Yes.
This is a completely different battle.
The Viking vessels.
So how do the boats get? How do you
They kind of
steer
hit
your boats? You just send them where you want to
Yeah,
go.
they move like they can be
Like a
right.
regular
They can
unit.
be awkward.
Yeah.
But that you've got plenty of beach there. If it gets a
Are they
bit
all the way over
crowded,
there?
sorry,
What's this?
because you've got cavalry. That's what I was telling you. You've got cavalry on land because they couldn't animate.
That is
they're gonna-
us.
Yeah, they're going to get shot by the gates. So don't. What you can do is just attack the gates with those two and take the gates straight away. But probably
Where should I send these guys down here, or should I just go straight over
just wherever you want me. Surround. Like I was saying, they can get a bit crowded.
there?
So it probably is better to fan them out a bit because the ship's animations and stuff is just awkward.
Okay, so let's.
So put a few there. Do you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
Make sure you got a mix of missile and melee
Right.
hitting each beach. And the archers will fire from the boats, but it's not great because again, animated. It's just it needs patching.
I just split it into 2. Right. I'll have my main force.
Yeah, you've got a big beach along the right here. You want to avoid the towers as much as possible.
Okay, so I'm gonna send the B team.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep them where they are. These guys, though.
If they're in a group like that and you just click on the beach, they'll just find their own docking
Yeah,
thing, but you just can't see what I mean. Matt Rutland's got some tactical advice for you, Jake. He says, Jake, just cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. So
Oh,
if you could
okay.
do that,
No, yeah, I'll try.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
You're getting shot back there, mate. That cavalry.
That cavalry is taking incoming fire.
You need to get a gate captured so they can get in.
Okay.
So you could
Just go
attack
straight
that.
for the gate.
Well, you could, but your general isn't there, is it? Is
No.
he? Yeah. Just,
Can the cavalry take out gates without a ram?
yes, they can.
All right.
Worked for Caesar, says Cheesepoo. Yeah, it did. Yeah, did all right. So Jake is currently trying to let slip the dogs of war.
Can we just sail a bit faster, boys? This is actually depressing.
Play it time and a half. You've got one ship, 2 ships that aren't moving.
Why?
Your axe. There you go.
What the fuck are you doing?
You got a discipline problem.
Tell him, Jake.
Imagine watching everyone else sail towards the thing and just going, "Now stay here, lads."
Yeah, well they
Let them
didn't.
go first.
Yeah, they didn't actually. Oh, for fuck's sake! I didn't actually mean to do that. I've just grouped them all up by accident. Right,
Damn it.
get the fucking boys. All right, okay.
Wheeze.
How are the horses doing?
They-
Right, what is this? Insolence.
You got a tab over there. They're still
So
doing
you've
well.
got
30,
one unit of
30 men.
horse. So they've done 16 damage, but they are taking a bit of a beating from those towers.
Hello. I can't damage them, I guess. Right, let's see what we've got anyway.
Yeah, no, they are hitting the gate, but right. So they're stacked up in shield walls then. You got surf archers. Right, don't do that. Don't do that. Wait till they look at that ship now. It's running and it's still got infantry on it. This is what I mean, right? It's awkward. So wait till they're all on the beach and the ship is pulling away before
Right.
giving orders.
Oh, really? So that they can take.
They'll do stuff, but you might end up with people.
What is
That sucks.
the latest axeman? What are these spears?
Just leave them. Yeah,
Oh,
this is a archer on archer. Get fire arrows going because they're lightly armored. There you go.
shall I just?
Archers.
These guys.
Well, don't you just concentrate all your archer fire on those javelin men. See,
Train
on
the
fire,
trees.
suckers.
Meanwhile,
D-Day. All right, so those guys are looking healthy.
all right, we're looking good.
You're
So
still,
I've
still
got
in a great position.
sword, and who have we got over here?
Surf archers, so they're going to retreat straight away.
Shall I get my archers?
You got any archers down here?
Yeah, I should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want? Yeah, there you go.
Uh,
Just get your swordsmen on those axemen.
I've got spears as well. Shall I just put them on there?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Axemen and axemen.
I'll refer you to the previous advice from Matt Rutland. Just cry havoc, mate, and let's slip the dogs of war.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Just do that.
Simple. Done. Wait till you see what happens next.
God, I'm a little bit underwhelmed by that Red Dead trailer. I can't lie.
What were you expecting, Mike? What would you have liked to see?
Gameplay. They had Life in the West trailers for Red Dead Redemption, but what I said earlier was that this is like the beginning of the new next stage of the marketing campaign since they delayed it, and I think that's what it is. But still,
I feel like this is just a shift in the industry, or especially with Rockstar. It's just going more cinematic. It's just like cinematic after cinematic. It's like show us game. People, but gamers like us get sold by how the game plays, whereas like the general less. I don't know how to say it, but more casual gamers want to see something that looks pretty. Want to see something that.
Yeah. And be sold something cinematically like a movie trailer.
Oh, that game looks great. You haven't seen how it plays yet. What the fuck?
You taking the gate? There we go. Oh my god, why aren't they doing any damage?
Hello.
Damn it.
They're not really making an effort.
You got some weak cavalry.
There's just no effort there, is there?
No.
Try harder.
I guess whilst I've got
I think I'm going to kill them after
cavalry.
this. Right.
You're going to sacrifice your horses.
Well, why don't we, look, this is comfortable. Why don't we zoom in and have a look at some of what's going on here? Because
Okay.
this is one thing I couldn't
So
do.
my men are. Okay, so
You were doing what Jake is. Stressed.
I've got some axemen.
There's
This is their axemen. I've got some more axemen. Again, this is their axemen.
I don't like the colouring, you know. I don't like the. I know you've got to do
What
it.
are my archers doing?
Gamify it. Yeah, this is
Idiots.
annoying as well. When you've got skirmish off, they'll just run into conflict really easily.
So what's happening here is
You've routed the first unit. The other unit are retreating. So you're in chase, and you can
That's
can
okay.
flank these guys from the rear.
Nice.
Yeah, smash them. These are dead anyway, but just send one unit into the back and that's game over.
Yeah, token of cinematic experiences. That's what this battle
Press
is from now on.
insert. Press insert on the keyboard. So this is. Why are they running in that formation? Is this like a Viking strategy? Run slowly. That's a bug. That. It's
What's
got to be a
that?
bug.
Whoa!
Hold on to your seats. Yeah. That's bad. That's a bad charge. That looks like a better charge. Still a bit lame though. Do you know what? Do
It
you know
had
what?
no impact really.
The Warhammer charges, man, they're amazing.
Yeah.
The dwarf berserkers and that.
What are these
jumping
guys? Infantry. What are they doing?
So while Jake is sweeping up here, clearly this is a very successful amphibious landing. We're talking about Red Dead Redemption back in the chat again. Matt Rutland, main thing is, do we really need more John Marston?
Yes.
Couldn't they have picked any other person
No.
or a new character?
No.
He had a perfect story arc, so why go back? Cheese Brew agrees, give us new stuff.
I mean,
Rocktober agrees.
John Marston is one of the best protagonists in the game ever, and I would argue that with anybody. Do we need more John Marston? He's not even in that story so far. John Marston isn't there.
This is
That
like
guy,
an origin thing,
yeah, that
isn't
guy was a different guy. John Marston
Yeah.
might not even be in the whole game. He will make an appearance. Is my
This is his gang, isn't it?
yeah, it's his gang. He will at some point be there. That guy isn't John Marston. He's someone else. He's like, I can't remember what his name is. It's
Yeah.
Morgan something, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was Morgan.
Yeah, so yeah, that kind of destroys your. Unless you saw John Marston and I didn't, which would have been really exciting.
DimV9217 says the focus will be on multiplayer anyway. That's where the money is. Yeah, I'm a little bit. You know, I had back of my mind concern about that, but it's going to be great. This is a Rockstar game, and
Yeah.
you know,
UK lads. Yeah,
they,
you're right,
I
yeah.
was hard to see him dropping the ball.
That's
in
it, boys.
Fucking hell.
That's it, boys. That's it. Just a bit.
Yeah, it
more.
was him. Did I
Bit more
miss
to
the
left,
John
bit more
Marston?
to left. That's
Did I
it,
miss
boys.
John Marston? Where the
Bit
fuck was
more.
John Marston, man?
Bit more. There we go. Right.
We're reviewing the tapes now, looking at John Marston.
Yeah, where was he, man?
Oh no, when he was getting choked out, I thought it was John Marston, but you saw him like. He had some,
Yeah.
Is it that? Guy?
Right, I can't believe I missed that. That's Morgan, right?
I like the font, by the way.
I
I like that.
swear he was getting like held or
Authentic.
choked or something, or maybe that's a different character. You'll see what I'm saying. Is that?
To go for a replay.
Like
That's
John
the main
Martin.
guy that you're playing.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Morgan, dude,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel confident with the other guy. So now I feel confident now, but because no one else said anything, I thought, no, I've just got that wrong. But
Yeah.
you'll see what I mean. Meanwhile,
You're on paging. That Starry Night we've seen before.
Starry. Look at this. What are they sending in them in for? What's the point?
Our men have rallied.
This pathetic loser.
Is that him? No. The bank robbery scene. Was that John Marston there? Was he in that group gang? There. No.
No, you'll see him like
Unless that's
Is that
him.
Nick Offerman? Never mind.
The train heist. That's not him either. So maybe that was the big reveal towards the end that we completely missed. That was
It's
it.
Peter Postlewaite.
Where is this little bit?
Our men
There he
have
is.
rallied.
Is that him?
Yeah, is that him?
Oh,
That
yeah,
him?
the young Marston.
With the scars on his face,
Is
right?
that John Marston, right?
Oh, why do I
Young
dislike
John
him?
Marston.
Oh!
Looks like a young squirt there, doesn't he?
I wasn't paying attention.
He looks like a young squirt, Mike, does
Yeah.
he?
What the? Right, get out of there, boys. What have I done? How am I
Yeah.
let you die?
I mean,
What?
I let my archers die because I'm just trying to. I don't know where my
You're
guys
burning the settlement to the
I am
ground.
telling
That's
them-
pretty
are.
cool.
I'm telling them to go, but they're not.
The settlements are very, very well.
Look.
Yeah. The battle
them up.
AI is.
Yeah, I've had a bit of trouble. They seem to be clipping big time on.
The worst AI I've seen has been in the amphibious. It's the bit where the boats arrive and stuff, and you land on the beach and you're fighting on the beach, and that is really cool. But the problems with it are many. You've still got a ship out there on the water doing fuck all.
Yeah, probably for the Vaxman, isn't it?
Reserves, isn't it?
So there you go, John Marston confirmed. It looks like he's in a spot of bother and Morgan's about to save him, so...
Yeah, that's
Spoiler alert, yeah.
That's him, isn't it?
Yeah, a little snippet of John there.
Meanwhile, if these guys hurry up... Hinted. And then they're done, isn't it?
Yeah, they're already wavering. So.
There we go. I mean, how can you be disappointed to see John Marston? That's my question. What?
Because he looks like a squirt.
Because you say about his art, guys in the chat, and that's fair. He does have a good art, but that's a prequel, remember? So he could have an equally as interesting prequel, like Better Call Saul, right?
They're good writers, and Rockstar. You know what I mean?
This is it. Finally, my boys have made it in.
You won. Just end it.
End it all.
Because it's a settlement, so they all die anyway. So there's no retreating.
That was silly at the end there.
Hello, boys. Says Obanem. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Hello. 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 Well, they're not doing very well, are they? These guys. They've suffered long enough. I'm halfway through my short kingdom victory.
Wow, fucking hell. That's a quick.
And this isn't through like bullshit like vassal kingdoms. And look, hang on. Where's the next port town? There. So that's number 5.
It feels
that's
like
number 6. And
they've played it and balanced it on very hard and just dialed things down.
Because look, guys, right? You see this here and this port town. They belong to the same faction. Yeah. So basically, I don't have to start wars with everybody.
Just sweep them.
Yes.
And they're directly to the north of you.
Yeah. So that means in in 2 factions I've taken over.
Yeah.
I've gained 5 additional port towns, and I started off with 2.
Yeah.
There you go. And you've got an extra.
Yeah. Who will I give this to? I want someone. I'll go for this guy. Yeah. Because he doesn't have that much influence. Okay, great. So let me see what else I can do. But basically,
research. Melee units, top left.
Finally,
yes.
Shield biters.
That sounds good.
Sounds like an insult. It sounds like an insult from back in the day.
Crunching through them. Yeah. It feels like something that Robert Baratheon would say.
Yeah. Shield.
Get out of here, you shield biter.
Good impression.
Piss on that.
Good impression of Robert Baratheon there. Right, okay, so I'm doing it and researching.
That's good.
4 turns away.
I do like the skill tree in it, I have to say, right? I'm a big fan of it.
This is it here. Unlocks recruitment of Eastman Marauders. Yeah. Replace Eastman Fighters. So that's I like that, like you guys are saying.
We've got like we said in the last stream, but you've got to do things to unlock. If you want to improve Spearmen, you've got to recruit loads of Spearmen first, and then it opens up the Spearman branch, which is cool.
Yeah, for sure. The siege stuff is something that I take great pride in my dwarf campaign on Warhammer, because they're small fat men with good siege weapons.
Dwarves are the best.
You don't need to siege stuff. You can just. Like, I honestly reckon in like another 3 hours I could do this campaign now, because I don't think anything. What I'm saying is, here, if I make mates with these guys and ask them to join a war against this lot when I'm finished with this lot, that's my last 3 that's my last 3 ports.
Can I ask you, right, to play it on very hard as an experiment to see how different it is?
But I feel like I learned some stuff here that maybe will help me.
But I just mean, because if you play it on very hard and the experience is totally different, it would be interesting to know that. Do you know what I mean? It would be good to know that, because...
Yeah, I'll give it a spin today, and then if we do another video on it, I can report back, which means I would have done the first... I don't know what turn I'm on now, maybe like 7. I would have done the first 15 turns on 3 difficulties now.
Yeah. And that's what's interesting. You could play it 3 times and have completely different happenings in the first 5 turns even. My playthrough last night on very hard, I was playing as the Welsh up in South Scotland, and by turn 3, Gwynedd had unified almost all of Wales.
Yeah.
You can assume like the randomness is a factor there, right?
And that tells me that there's a certain way to do it with some factions, because Gwynedd, I restarted my campaign as Gwynedd and played him very hard again, so exactly the same scenario as last time, but I was really aggressive and went down south immediately, and I was in South Wales by turn 3, and I had a lot better luck. So there's obviously a right way to do something, which is, it's interesting. It's interesting. You've got to figure that out, I suppose.
He'd conquered the whole of Powys within 3 turns. Whether he hadn't vassalised them, he'd completely taken them over.
Them out,
That was
Fucking knobheads.
pretty weird.
Just out of reach.
Have any of the PGG team played the Dawn of War games?
Oh yeah.
If so, what do you think of 3? Dawn of War 3.
Go into the port, I would, rather than. Yeah, because.
Now I can protect there.
Yeah, and where's he going to go?
We don't know.
He'll probably go for one of your other minor settlements, but
He's
if
dead.
you take
man.
another
He's
team to.
fucking dead.
That's what I mean. If you take another turn,
You've angered Jake.
If you take another turn to rebuild,
Yeah.
you're in good shape. Do you know what I mean? So.
Mhm. Let me see what else I can build.
You've also got buildings to repair too.
1, 2. I'm just gonna get these. You're right. Okay. Yeah. Building is over here.
It's your port. Yeah. That one. Boathaven.
Where?
It's the red bar, see? On that card they've just highlighted, there's a red bar to the right of that card,
It's like a health.
and it shows that it's been damaged.
Yeah.
So if you
So go up.
Okay. Sorry.
Just hop. There you go.
okay,
Rocktober says Mike and Jake are very focused.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
yeah.
Total War, man.
Yeah,
I
it's-
flip and love it.
I'm
I
trying
think we all do at this
Yeah.
point, right?
I'm trying to see what the different tips I can learn from these guys is, and I'm actually quite normally I can kind of keep an eye on the chat as well, but I just can't see the chat today. So
Yeah.
in the nicest way possible, it's like you're not even here, guys, unless you talk to me directly.
I'm not sure there is a nice way to take that. Jake.
Unless they tell me someone said something to me, I wouldn't know. You can say whatever you want
You're
about me in
dead
the
to
chat,
me.
and I'd never know.
On to Cheese Poo's questions. Haven't you played Dawn of War games? So yeah, we got Dawn of War 3. We got like a review code for it and stuff, and Dawn of War 3 was like, it was all right, I thought, but yeah, not amazing. Dawn of War 2 was pretty good, but the first one was the best, I thought, by miles.
Dawn
There
of
you
War
go.
2 seems to have a lot of fans.
Dawn of War 2 does, yeah. They went. Dawn of War 1 was like more units. Dawn of War 2 was less units, more RPG-ish, and Dawn of War
Yeah.
3 was somewhere in the middle, and it just.
What are they doing there? 12 frames per second. Oh.
Sons of Roddy.
Kermit the Taco pops up in the comments with, "This is the real Mike, and he sure is focused."
Yep.
There you go. That's
I
Mike
like
for
this
you.
game. No, he didn't move. He didn't move. Posing
Here
no
we go,
threat
what we got?
whatsoever.
What?
Kick his ass, man.
Pathetic chance of victory here.
You.
Yeah.
You've got.
Just smash him. It's just
yeah.
because you got depleted units, you'll smash him.
You're
So-
good.
Let's see. Red Dead Redemption. Big.
Snatch 84, new RDR2 trailer, and then 2 heart emojis. Is that or just 1 heart emoji?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We watched it.
I mean, it wasn't anything beyond what I was expecting. It's exactly
No.
what I was thinking, and it doesn't change what the game's going to be like. So it doesn't change how I feel about the game.
No.
Essentially,
We could really do
It could have
some
been
gameplay
better.
now.
It could have been
'cause
better,
We're
but-
less than 6 months away at this point. So just give us some gameplay, isn't it? And then
That's what
everyone will
we
be
all
really
want at
happy
this
with you.
point.
Cheesepoo says, I'm in the Dawn of War 2 camp, like the first, but had more fun with 2, never played 3. 3 is a weird story, man. I think they've... I don't know if I should say this, but I think they've abandoned it. I can't remember. I feel like there's something like that in the news not long ago that was like they're calling time on it because they were... But that might be completely wrong, so just ignore it. But yeah, it definitely wasn't the best one. I can see why you'd like Dawn of War 2. I think it's good. But my first one's my favourite, I think.
You have a lot of skirmishers and archers, so you've got ranged units compared with them. I think they've got 1 archer unit. So
Yeah.
Again, you'd lack in cav.
yeah,
so
I would attempt to try and stay at range as much as possible to make use of those
Yeah.
before going in and taking them on in hand-to-hand combat.
Kermit the Taco says, some hardcore 40k fans I know say you better just ignore 3. Yeah, I mean, like I said, when it came out, I thought it was all right. I thought there was good stuff in it. There is good stuff in it, but it's just, I am not surprised, I guess, that it has kind of died the way that it has.
Looks like skirmishers on there, Jake. I don't know if you want to
Yeah.
tap that off. Yeah, you'd be fine, yeah. Just let them come onto you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let them come, dude, because you'll be taking them out with the skirmishers as they come.
You'll batter them.
You've got no problems.
Have you got spears on the right flank?
Oh, they're repositioned. They're fine. Just look at that. They're going to be decimated by the time they get there. And even when they get there, and even when they're fighting, they'll be still taking hits from you.
So that's the spear unit on the right flank you got there, JK. Just checking because the cavalry's.
Yeah, making moves. Yeah, you've got 57 strong there.
Who's going to engage them?
And yeah,
Long axes. No, they're not spears, but it doesn't matter.
you got spears there already.
You'll take some damage from the charge, but
It's looking good.
get your archers on their archers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are these my... Oh, these are axe.
Yeah. The spearmen are struggling.
So is anyone going to pick this up when it comes out
Yes.
on Friday?
Is it Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Thursday.
I've got to say this is obviously a review copy, but I have put my money down on it. But I guess I always would have anyway, even if it was
Yeah.
terrible. Because you get to play as Wales in it, and it's a total war game. It's literally the game I would have asked for if someone.
Oh, this is 100% the game I'd
Yeah.
ask for. If you'd have asked me for what features you would like in Total War, a game, it would be definitely this.
Yeah.
This setting, this era, these, being able to play as the
Yeah.
Welsh, less micromanagement, more of the family and the intrigue side of things and diplomacy. There's so many features that I would like to see.
Yeah. So yeah, I've put my money down. I've got it for $23.99. I don't know if I should say where I got it, but it was a legit site, and it was. So there are good prices available. It's like 30 quid full price, and I think there's a pre-launch discount of like 10% or something like that.
And they are shitting out of there. 20% it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
Right,
20%.
it's
Well,
decent
they set the
pre-launch.
price at 30, and 20% off was like.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you
And
know,
some of the money's going to charity. I think it's a war kind of victims charity or something.
yeah, it's the same one as the Swarm Mine, wasn't it?
Right.
What was it? War Child? Operation War
Yeah,
Child?
something
That's
like
it,
that,
that's it.
So yeah.
You just
Anyone-
romped it there,
anyone
Jake.
picking it up?
Romped it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. The rebel army, Irish rebels. Pathetic.
Pathetic, man. The fuck are they doing?
Minus 10 public order for taking my own fucking
Yeah.
land back.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's not, is it? It's Irish.
Huh?
You're a Viking.
Yeah, but it was mine for a while.
Yeah, they were
had it for
alright.
one
They
turn.
were alright before they
Yeah,
swapped.
yeah,
But maybe
exactly.
they realised, like, do you know what? I'm not even a Viking, am I?
You do have the zeal, the bard, which will up your zeal, make your people happier.
Yeah, should we do it even more? I don't, actually, is this my general?
He's a governor, Roggenwald.
Yeah, I don't know where he actually owns.
Hit
So.
the family, and then go to governors in the states, and then Roggenwald.
Roggenwald. Click
Click him, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's
Brega.
Is he?
Dublin.
Yeah,
itself.
great. There you go. So it would make a lot of sense to put into Bard right at this point.
Kermit the Taco. But does it have Blood and Gore DLC? Probably. There is a DLC grayed out option on the menu, and these games always have Blood and Gore DLC. And there is no Blood and Gore in this base game, so probably. O'Brien Metallas, that's twice now. What are your thoughts on Shadows Die Twice?
Go Quartermaster to move him around quicker.
Does anyone have thoughts on Shadows Die
It's
Twice?
got 5
Yeah,
stars
it's
already.
is it Bloodborne 2? Probably. We'll find out at E3, I suppose. From Software said that
I really don't know. I really don't know.
Quartermaster helps with supplies as well.
Oh, really? So
yeah.
they can stay
Keep-
longer
keeps
on
your-
the
yeah.
battlefield.
Yeah, exactly. And,
That's
and they
useful.
replenish faster or something too. So it's a really good one, the Quartermaster.
Is there anywhere else? Where else in this province place or what's this place?
Just head in there, innit? And take
Roy
the
Kyle.
resources. Take the resources while you can. I'm all about the resources. There you go.
Sweeping up.
This coast's mine.
Hoovering it.
Can I just do anything else? More axemen, long axes? I don't really want them.
Have you read Mr. J's thing?
Mr. J08's dropped 2 bits. Hey guys, sorry I couldn't watch Monday's stream. Was stuck in a hospital with appendicitis.
Oh,
But I'm glad I got to watch the rest of this one. Sorry for only giving 2 bits. Couldn't farm them. Man, I hope you're getting better, man. Appendicitis.
sounds
that
painful.
is,
that.
no one likes being in a hospital, right? Yeah, appendicitis. Oh,
Yeah. You could watch it on demand, stream on demand. There's like a videos
Yeah.
tab if you want to go and check out Mike playing as the Welsh, which is always fun.
this is it's kind of a different feel to this stream.
Yeah, it's a lot more amateur.
Public
It's
order.
less.
It's more raw. It's like the
desperate.
punk rock stream. Like I don't have any skill or talent, and I'm just somehow managing to clean up. Like
It's just raw aggression is what it is.
Exactly.
It's just raw aggression.
Exactly. Like punk music. Exactly.
It's like no matter what's happening, you're just running forward with an axe.
I was more like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I knew I was going down, but I was just holding up the lightsaber like this and going with dignity and honor.
So if you're like Obi-Wan, what would this stream be?
I don't know, like
You're like Ragnar Lothbrok.
Anakin.
Yeah.
Anakin.
Look, that's how I'd rather go out.
Like Ragnar Lothbrok running forward with an axe in his hand at the spearhead of the army, just charging through the enemy. Like, at the moment, you've got forward momentum, so just keep going.
Totally worth it. That's a port town. There's one. There's two.
Iron up your spoils.
A lot of these Gaelic words are like Welsh words, aren't they? More. See.
They that's a port town there. I could win the game in like 5 turns. Doesn't matter if I get at war with these, does it really? Because if I just go bop bop bop, they're not going to have time to retaliate, and that's it. That's me done. So it could be a cheeky victory. I'm halfway there, to a short victory. Although look at that, I'm a quarter of the way to this. I think honestly, in like another 2 hours of playing this, I could do it, which is weird for a total war game.
You're going to suffer sooner or later because your happiness rate, your people are not happy at the moment. So the longer that goes on,
so sad.
Why are they so sad?
This is getting patched, man. This is getting updated. I'm telling you.
That's what a lot of people.
They're going to balance the hell out of this.
People have been saying that it's got to get balanced. I wish I was playing multiplayer because it's nice to just tell everybody that you're going to invade them. Do you know what I mean? But we're just going to wait, see if I can go to. In fact, where are those pesky boys? They're done. Seburgi. Should we go straight for there? They're in their mate's land. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate these guys sticking up for them. Like, why are they in their mate's land? Or is it that? Actually, no, it's not. Is it? Is this their land? Oh yeah, they've got this. I didn't see it.
Crop has arrived. So are the English winning yet? The English aren't even in this stream.
The English
dude.
are dead.
You're
so
the only
what's
English guy here.
What's happening over there? Who cares? Genuinely don't know.
Exactly.
We've seen anything.
Who cares?
Who's this guy? What's he all about? God's chosen. No, I don't really.
Argalia. I tell you, they really don't like me in my playthrough.
This guy. This is what I'm going for.
Argalia.
Yeah, they
can't find the words.
They're
Can't
not
find the
having
words.
Let's do it. Let's chase him down like the dog he is. See if we can end the stream with another bloody battle.
I feel like there's some racist undertones to this, like the Viking on Irish racism.
Who's this guy? Champion of Kings?
Yeah, it's not
Is he
you.
coming for you?
No, he's like
attacking foreign assets is an act of war, so don't be doing that. He's raiding. He's raiding your neighbour.
No, yeah, someone else's. Yeah.
He's raiding your neighbour.
Let's keep it that way, yeah. Let's keep it that way, boy. All right, okay. I'm gonna just. I don't. What
Put your unit. Yeah, put them back into a because you've just brought them out of that settlement there, and they're not replenishing as quickly. There you go.
Slaves.
Hello,
I don't know, Scrub. Well, hello to you too. How's it going?
And Danakin Sky Fokler. Hey, gent.
Nice.
Hey, gent.
Hey,
Which
gent.
one? Jake, because he's playing, I guess. We'll give that one to Jake.
Hey,
Gents.
Hey,
How's it going, gent?
Please refer to me.
Has Mike Forst married any fair maidens?
I'm not playing. It's Jake playing, and Jake is a ruffian.
He hasn't had time for maidens.
I went there. He's acting like a scoundrel.
The crazy
Most
axe wielding.
He's being most ungentlemanly, you would say.
Spearman unit upgrade. What else can I do?
Those civic ones. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
You've not been doing anything civic, but plenty of military stuff.
Yep. Who needs agriculture?
just take other people's agriculture.
Famous last words, isn't it? So where are my boys at? Let me see. Hang on. Let me see. Can I upgrade anything else?
Do you think Hideo will grace E3 with his presence?
Hideo?
So Dynamital asking that one. Yes. Yes. I do.
Makes sense,
Whether
right? Because
or not,
there was a trailer recently, went there for the 10-minute Death
man.
Stranding trailer.
Oh, man. Yeah. I think he'll. Yeah, of course he's going to be there. Whether or not he's
showing,
dropping a bomb, I don't know. But
showing or talking or anything.
Yeah, maybe
it'd be great to have him there just for the interviews out the sides because.
Is this guy just taking over? This he has.
Wow.
What's that? Is that yours?
Conair.
No, it was these guys.
He's just taking over.
It was their stuff. And Mr.
He's been reckoning
God's
their
Chosen
shit.
and that.
Crop the British, their naval battles, I missed those from Shogun 2.
No. Not true naval battles, is there? Your ships aren't units, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of, I would say. There is ships and there are like amphibious
you can
landings.
engage.
You
with
can
ships.
engage, yeah, but it's not
It's not the same.
Um,
It's the final stretch now, Jake. It's the final sprint.
okay, let's just skip.
So Ragnar's like.
If we can take over
we'll-
that
I'll do
guy,
his axe above
if
his
we can
head.
take over that guy, if that God's Chosen has to go, we'll have to get him. He wants to be my mate, Northumbria.
He's a Viking.
Yeah, go on then.
Shall we seal the deal?
Yep.
Should have asked for money. I always asked for money.
I haven't. I think you like wife pop-up things here, not like a pop-up ad like Russian wives seeking like Polish men. I mean like the.
Doveheads.
No-
Doveheads on the prowl.
Normally they're like, oh, you need to marry this woman or else your influence will go down on this game. But I've had none of that. Have I? I've had no problems. It's been a strictly platonic stream. Faction destroyed. Steinberg, good. Didn't like them anyway. Viking raid Nordmen. They've arrived now. Oh, yeah, these guys. Oh. Scouts are reporting another.
Bingo.
Oh, more Vikings. Is that like the Chaos Armies? Equivalent of that? Like they just arrive after a while.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
He's the
but
general.
the chaos
in
is
the
a bit
field.
more of a
I'm gonna,
big
get,
deal.
I'm gonna
isn't
give
it?
him. That's my guy. So I'm just gonna give him because I know we're gonna just do one more battle. So, and here's my governor. Why just not just give him?
We're on
Not
1647 now.
That doesn't matter. Okay, let's just jump right into it as
No
Chief
pause in this battle.
Warlord,
There's no
Go
pause in
done,
this battle.
done.
Do
The
Go
thing
go
is,
go 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 go!
you're gonna need equipment, aren't you?
Huh?
Yeah.
It won't let you attack without equipment. So you have to
Just do the turn quick.
You got 13.
He's
So
got
you could have
one
2
man.
towers and a battering ram.
Here.
You don't need any really, but
There you go. Just click
2
siege
battering
now.
rams. Cool.
Maintain siege and then turn.
Skip the turn.
Click the turn. If you want to do this battle, it's gonna have to be.
Of course you want to do this battle, man. I want to fucking get
Fuck
on
'em up.
Port Town.
You might have these two armies marching up
Hang
on you
on.
as well
Look,
and helping you out.
Look up there. Port Town. That's it. Look at this little set of isles here. If you take that, done.
Done.
That's it. That's where I'm going.
So easy, innit?
Straight
Down.
north.
It'll be down.
This is all going very well.
It's very good.
Do you know
Until
what?
have
I'm
a civil war.
thinking
There you
about
go.
it
I knew
now.
it. These are the two armies have marched in with you. So they're going to take part in this siege.
No.
No, they're not allies.
Are they just going to stand there, right?
don't know if they participate. No.
The
Yeah, that's it. Just
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
thought you were
You
gonna
have got them.
You've
Look,
got
they've
allies.
they've got these two armies here. You've got
Seriously,
these allies.
click on that other portrait up there.
That's his. This is
So,
Garrison
okay, so-
and his army, and then you've got two armies with you.
Should we attack?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to jump in the water then. I thought that
You're aiming for the water.
you're
Yeah.
aiming for the water and your arrow was blue, red, green, or whatever.
So-
That meant you'd take another 3 turns.
This is weird, right? Because these aren't even your friends. These are your allies. They're just other armies randomly next to the
They want a piece of the
settlement.
pie.
They want
I
a
just
bit,
want
they
a
want a
piece of
bit
the
of this
action.
land, don't they? Well, I need this Port Town because
How's this for AI?
You lad. This is the end of you lad.
It'd be interesting if one of these armies turned on you. It'd be so
oh, look
good.
at that. That's
It'd be so
interesting.
good.
Look at that.
What?
Is it?
The
Look at
terrain.
that settlement.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
They've got the high ground up here. Look,
I like that, man.
pretty
I'm
Hell's
not-
Deep, isn't
Just
it?
start it and send them in, dude. We've got a very short
Alright,
time.
okay,
Just
let me
just throw them in.
Let's just go. Yeah, start
Just
battle.
do it. Just fucking do it.
Every fucker.
Get
speed
the tower. Get the tower on the wall, right? Because your tower's just.
yeah.
Speed up the time too. Just do it.
No. Your
it fast.
siege tower.
Okay.
Your
Reinforcements have arrived.
see what I mean? Because you got a few
Yeah.
that aren't
And
moving.
put
really.
it on like normal. Just after. Sorry, the second speed. The second speed up. There you go.
O'Brien Matala with some more tactical advice. This time, shoot for the stars, Jake.
Oh,
There you go. You're
was-
charging in with your horses.
what the fuck did I do?
You can't pause it and you can't put it on normal speed now, Jake. Come on, let's do it.
All right,
Let's do it.
that's good, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
Look at them hobbling over that gate.
Come on, boys. We got
I'm
shit.
sure half of your people aren't actually moving. Or are they just
Yeah,
stopping
they are.
for
They're
a
just doing it
break?
slow because there you go.
What the hell?
Come on,
just
boys,
go
hurry
slow,
up.
You haven't got a battering. Your battering ram's miles away. from the
You've
gate.
sent everyone into your door. Your battering ram thought, fuck it, I'll take a break.
Come on.
Well, is the door getting? There you go. You've burst open. You've burst it open without a battering ram.
That's like
done
a
it.
zombie invasion. That sheer weight of
You
bodies.
see the other armies on the like your win strength at the top of the screen just now is so huge. That's
All
very
your guys
good.
are just hovering
That's
around
what
the
they
gate.
say,
Send them in,
what they
innit?
say about me, isn't it?
Send them in.
Pure power.
Pure power.
Just look, you've got a big blob.
Them horses jumping onto the walls there. Nice.
That's
Beautiful.
it.
That's it.
Right,
Right, get that blob moving in the middle of this.
Everybody get going.
Well, this is it, guys.
What are we
This
doing?
is
Come on,
this is the
get
end of
in.
the stream, just as Jake takes this settlement.
Oh,
Well, you're gonna have to run to the middle because the.
I mean, this is a great strategy, right? It's working.
Exactly,
Just like
just-
headlong into the.
let's fucking go.
it's a great strategy. Just have loads of allies and way more soldiers than them.
There you go. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for checking out the trailer for Red Dead Redemption with us and having our thoughts. We'll
That
probably
was underwhelming, wasn't it?
underwhelming for Mike, maybe not so much for everyone else. But we'll see. We'll maybe have some content for you in the next couple of days, depending on Red Dead. If any nuggets of information come out, we'll look out for them, and we will see you then. We will leave Jay to his
It's like Two Towers, man.
smashing through.
King Theoden's
There we go.
going
Don't
through all
stop
the
for anybody.
Oh, that's it. We're out now. See you guys later.
Bye.
Till next time.